All right, fish on. That was quick. Oh man, it's bigger than I thought. Dang, it's a big trout. What's going on, guys? I'm out to my new spot right here. My kayak is right there on the wheels. I'm at this boat ramp right now in Cedar Key, Florida. Beautiful place, super nice little town, and the boat ramp is a bit busy, so I didn't want to try to set up all the way down there and take up space. So setting up there, and I'm gonna roll it down in a little bit. This is the spot. It's negative tide right now, and I can't go to the place where I wanted to go, which was that way, and I'm gonna have to change my plans and go this way. I was talking to couple of nice kayak fishermen out here. They were giving me some pointers, so hopefully we'll find some fish today, and find some big ones. Actually, this is supposed to be a really cool spot to fish, and then once the tide goes up, I should be able to get there and try to fish the spots I planned on, and hopefully there'll be fish there too. So stay tuned, let's catch some fish. That's the spot here. Pretty low right now. There's a little way there. I'm thinking maybe I could just hand paddle out, but not sure. Let's see how it goes. If I don't find fish on that side, I'll come out in skinny water and see how it goes. All right, guys, that's it. I'm out, and I'm gonna try something on this bridge just to see if there's anything there. There's supposed to be sheep's heads there during high tide. I am not sure. Yeah, we're about almost 3 feet under. That's a smart thing. That guy is out on the oyster bar catching crabs. Oh, hang on. I had something. Come back. All right. Nice. I don't know what that was, but I definitely had something. It wasn't small. I'm paying attention to other things instead of fishing, that's why. It could have been a catfish. All right, fish on. That was quick. Oh man, it's bigger than I thought. Dang, it's a big trout. Get in here. Holy cow. First fish. Oh, damn. Yeah, all right, we're on. Within like 2 minutes. And I just dumped gulp juice all over the kayak. Sweet. All right, stay down. I got you. Let's get you off, because that's awesome. This trout's so cold. All right, I get you out. Oh, you got yourself out. Nice. Wow, that's amazing. That's a big fat trout right here. All right, guys, that's it. First trout on the boat. Let's see how big she is. That's a big one. Look at that. 20 inches. Beautiful. That's awesome. 2 minutes in. Can't complain. That's great. All right, let me get it out. Oh, she's out. Too quick. Perfect. Catching fish. Gotta thank those guys because they gave me this spot right here already. And they're not even in the water yet. And I'm already catching fish. Amazing. Alright guys. How about that? Well, I'm gonna stay here. The tide's actually keeping me in place without anchoring. I'm well, slightly in place, but let's see. There's another one out there. Could have just got lucky with that school, but sometimes they linger. Well, that's a good start. I like when I can avoid the skunk right away. But let's hope this is not like those other days where I catch one fish and then there's nothing for hours. So I did get a bite on the first one and then caught it on the second. And I just dumped a bunch of gulp juice all over my kayak. It's gonna smell amazing in here. I'm gonna have to like spray it when I get back. Maybe that boat ramp will have a hose that I can use. And I can just throw some water in it too. But it's smelling nice in here right now. And what I have on is the little crawfish. This one here. Little crawfish tail shrimp. And I have a 1/4 ounce weedless jig head. It's a Z-Man one. I like those because it has the big trout eye on it. Hang on, got a bite. Come on. So it's nice. Just, you know, with regular jig heads, they get to like that little bit stuck all the time. Those are hard to find though, I'll tell you that. Not a whole lot of people sell them. You have to get them online. I know for sure Bass Pro will have them. I'm getting bites. That's why I got these last ones. And Bass Pro will have all the weights and stuff, and so this one here with a little clip. So I like those. Those are, again, this gulp shrimp is destroyed because this material is not great. So what I'm gonna do is cut the head off. That's what I do, because right now the head splits and it doesn't stay in place in a jig head. So I just cut the top of the head off. So now it's clear and whole again. It makes it smaller, but for winter, it's actually a good thing to have smaller baits. So, and if you've seen some of my videos before, you know I've used this before and it worked. And I call it Stumpy. It's a bit wonky, but it should do the job. So we're back on Stumpy. So this way I can use this lure a little longer instead of 3 times, just like it just happened. And it's actually a good profile for winter. So fish are not trying to eat anything big that can run, and they want small baits, and this will do. I think I might have something on. All right, fish on. Good trout. And they're looking so chunky now. Alright. That's awesome. Chunky trout in the morning. This one's a bit smaller, but it's nice too. Boom. I'm gonna keep the record of what I'm catching. Stay down. Yeah, so this one's 16 and a half. That's pretty cool. All right. We got lots of airboats around here. Gotta be noisy. Well, catch a fish. It might spook all my fish now, but it's all good. They look like a lot of fun. I've only been once on those, but never tried to fish on that. I truly don't know whether you actually spook the fish. I guess you gotta shut the engine pretty far out and kind of like drift it or pull yourself around. That might be the way forward with that, because there's no way they come out with that noise and there's any fish left. But I could be wrong. I love to do one of those things and try to fish from it. Be fun. All right, still getting bites. Deep in the bottom. Oh, I'm actually getting stuck actually. But yeah, so Stumpy already worked. One for Stumpy. And I would do that, especially in the winter, I would do that with every gulp shrimp, unless it's something that, unless they bite the tail off, then sometimes I switch. But if it's just the head getting messed up by the jig head, I'll just cut it and reuse the tail. Like during winter, a lot of the lure companies will release like smaller profile ones, and it's basically what I'm doing. I'm just customizing their lure. And you can get this, you can get like a very tiny gulp shrimp. They sell those too. But I don't know how flimsy they're gonna be. I'd rather just cut it off. I got to use it twice. And I got a new rod too. Little combo from Kayak. Switched to this one. It's a big rod. It's a Centron Light from Kayak. The gear ratio on this is 7:1:1. It's a bit fast, but it's pretty good too. It's a two-piece rod. I like having those because I'm getting stuck on the bottom a lot actually. I like having those, like if I'm traveling, I can put them away, put inside the car. But just for that, and while I'm fishing, I would prefer to have a single piece. But they don't bother me too much that, you know, it's a two-piece. And it's pretty good. Those two trout were the first two fish I actually caught with it. And it's pretty steady. It's a 7-foot, just double check here. It's a medium heavy rod, 7-foot, and moderate fast. I will probably be using this for top water mostly, but since I'm not throwing top water right now, I'm using this just jigging and stuff, you know. I actually broke a rod yesterday by being dumb, not looking around my surroundings, and basically just hooked my other rod with a with a jig head and try to cast it. I'm surprised I didn't cast the rod all the way towards the mangroves and stuff. But I actually broke the tip of it, so it's too bad. I wish they sell, especially on those two-piece rods. I wish they would sell just the tip of it, the top part of it, because that's usually what breaks. Well, at least with me. If they just sold that part separate, I wouldn't have to buy a whole new combo or a whole new rod. Hey, let's hit the top of the bridge there. Stump is probably a bit dizzy now. And the temperature, guys, it's amazing right now. It's so nice not to have to wear like 5 different layers. Look, no gloves. That's so good. I can actually feel my reel now, and it's a bit windy. It's cool, but not cold. I still have my underlayers on because I know how I am. But at least I don't have to have a jacket, beanies, gloves, hand warmers. It's amazing. Just about 5 hours away, I was struggling, and here is perfect. All right, guys, so I did not have my camera on. I caught a little redfish here, just a tiny one. Fishing the incoming tide. I'm sure there'll be more there, but hey, we got on the reds. Really cool. All right, fish on. Missed it. Missed it? Yes. Okay. I'm loving this shrimp. And it's already getting messed up. See, as soon as they bite. So first what I'll do is I'll turn it upside down and try to re-rig it. Sometimes that works. Not every time. And if that doesn't work, then it's time for Stumpy. But hopefully this will work. Alright guys, I just passed that bridge right now. The tide is coming in super fast. So all those oyster bars that we saw earlier, completely submerged now. And I don't see any channel markers, at least in this part right here. So you gotta be very careful, because those oyster bars are probably, 4 or 5 inches underwater right now. And if you don't know where you're going, you could hit them. So I'm going pretty slow because I don't know where I'm going, basically. But I'm gonna try this middle here. Just see if there's anything. This is the channel, and it's still pretty shallow near the mangroves, but at least we can navigate everywhere, basically. All right, you know what time it is. It's top water time. I'm not sure they're gonna hit this, but I have to try it, I hate to not being able. It's warm. It's morning. The trout they were hitting those lures on the run, not just sitting in the bottom. So maybe I will keep it rigged just in case I see something. I am going to a spot that is both on smart fishing spots, showing good potential, and also the kayakers I met at the boat ramp also told me about this spot, so it kind of matched. And I don't think they use smart fishing spots, so I think that that's a good coincidence that they both are showing that as good potential. So I'm gonna head there and see if there's anything there, and I'll try some top water there too. Got a lot of water moving in. I didn't think I was gonna be able to fish this waters until almost 2 o'clock, but it's only noon, and it's already high enough to go everywhere. And we have full moon today too, so we got everything going on. And what an amazing place too. Like, it's unspoiled Florida right here. There's nothing. I just drove from Destin last night, and I've finished fishing and started heading down here. Left there around 3-4, I think. Takes about 5 hours, I think. And I didn't get any food, so I was like, you know what, I was gonna arrive in Cedar Key around 11 o'clock almost. You do lose an hour because, in Destin you're pretty far west, so there is a time change. So normally I would have made it at 10 o'clock, but I made it at 11 here in Cedar Key. And I knew there wasn't going to be anything open to eat, so I was trying to find just a fast food restaurant to eat. And I kind of struggled because I left it to get close by here because I wasn't hungry. And if it wasn't for a little McDonald's about an hour away, I wasn't going to find anything. There's nothing. There's a lot of open road and not a whole lot going on. Lots of gas stations, that is fine, but food, there's restaurants, little restaurants here and there, but I just wanted something quick and I couldn't find it. But here, the island, the Key, there's lots of restaurants, lots of stuff to do, so I'm not worried about that. But it's awesome that it's like this, get out of urban areas, get excuse me, get out of being busy, just getting out in nature and kind of go old school, and just find a little B&B to stay at. That's where I'm staying at, so really cool. So yeah, I'll definitely be back here, and this is one of the coolest places ever. Really cool. And the only good thing about cold weather, only one, I'll give it to the cold weather, is there's no bugs. That's the only thing. But I'll take bugs any day over cold weather. So let's go. It's not that bad either. They're not biting, they're just kind of roaming around my face and just a bit annoying. Alright guys, so we are at high tide right now, and the problem with high tide here is that there's so many places where the fish could be holding, because everything looks good. And in low tide, there's not water anywhere, so only a few places will actually have water. This way the fish has to be there. With high tide, it kind of rods the opportunities and the places there where you can find fish. So my strategy now is to rig a popping cork. Why? Because with the popping cork, that noise, and I'm hitting everything. There, okay. I left my motor loose for this reason, because there's so many oyster bars that I don't know where they are, that in case I hit something, I could just lift it from here without having to turn around. And I'm hitting it. So I can push myself out of here. Even my kayak is hitting now. And I'm stuck. Cool. Alright. Okay. Blooper reel. Getting out of here somehow. Because even the kayak is hitting the bottom now. Need that. I'm getting out of it. Not too bad. Okay. We are out of this oyster bar. Yeah, you gotta be super careful here. Even though it's high tide, some of those oyster bars are so high that they're still 4 inches off the surface. So I'm gonna go slow and pay attention. But what I was saying is, popping cork, what it's gonna do, every time it pops, it will attract the fish. So if you don't know where the fish are, using a popping cork is beneficial because it will actually bring the fish to your lure instead of you having to find the fish. And I think this is the way forward to right now, because one, I don't know good spots here other than smart fishing spots. They're not always accurate. It's a good start. You can start around there and like look around. But if that spot doesn't turn out to be good, you can rig one of those guys, popping corks, and then see if you can actually bring the fish to you instead of finding the fish. So that's what I'm gonna try. Even when I get to the spot, I'm going to one of the smart fishing spots right now. We're getting up to slack tide, which is probably gonna slow things down a little bit, but maybe the popping cork is gonna do the trick. So we'll see. Okay, boom. We're on him. All right. Okay. We got a little redfish. Cool. Nice. I started to bite again. It took a little break, but there it is. All right, fish on. And well, nice. A little red. Well, a little bigger. A little bit bigger, so that's good. But similar size, nothing crazy. Stumpy is the favorite. Staying close by the oyster bars, but not right on top of it, of course. And there's stuff around. Small reds, but and the days up here, they are ending. The sun is setting pretty early here. Like by 4:30, it's starting to get dark. 4:45, we're like twilight, and then 5 o'clock, we're done. Like by 5:15, it's dark. So it's getting there. on my last cast here. See if there's anything else, and I will get out of here. All right, guys, that's it for me today. Kayak is back in the ramp right here right now. I'm ready to pack my truck up and get out of here. But what an awesome place. This is, I always knew this was going to be good for some reason. Always wanted to come out here, and that's exactly what happened. I'm you know, caught a few trout, first trout of this trip, so that's cool. I was expecting to catch a little bit more trout, but you know, a couple of big ones, so that's good. And then just a couple of redfish at the end. I thought this morning it was going to be worse because of the low tide, but it was actually pretty good because you know, all you got to do is just find water. So if you find water, you're good. You know, the fish is going to be there. Once the tide goes up, everything looks good. It's just like so many good spots. You can see it. It's lots of little spots, lots of like mangroves and pockets that you can fish in, and it's just too many options. And I guess the fish also has too many options, and it's a little bit hard to find them. I managed to find a couple of reds at the end there, but I wasn't expecting to catch anything else in the afternoon. But it was good. Maybe like the bite's gonna start now and then go through the night, but I have one more day here. I might make this a two-part video, so you know, we'll have the first and the second day. I might even have 3 more days. If tomorrow is super good and I'm gonna try to get out earlier, I might have an extra day. I love the town. It's so awesome out here, so I might just stay for an extra day. We'll see. But stay tuned. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and then we'll come back stronger tomorrow and try to find some more fish. Tight lines.